A Hoodingeroo at Otley Bottoms. Scene 1, the recording studio. Veronica. Testing. 1, 2... Oh, bloody hell. How are you supposed to tell if it's working? The light's flickering. That's got to be a good sign. Right, here goes. Helen. Tea, 1 sugar. There you go.
Bill. Thanks.
Helen. So, welcome to Otley Bottoms, Bill. The only way is up. I know it's a bit bare, but I'd really like to turn this room into a recording studio. Put a control desk here, vocal booth over there, baby grand in the corner, full Wi-Fi. What do you think?
Bill. It's a great space, Helen. I was a bit sceptical when you told me you were moving out of London, but now I'm here, I get it. I think it's just what you need.
Helen. Do you think... I'm not sure I know what I need. I know my Jules Holland days are over. The record company made that quite clear. But I'd like to keep on singing, keep making music, even if nobody's interested in hearing it anymore.
Bill, don't give yourself such a hard time. I think you're doing the right thing. Some time out, a change of scenery. How on earth did you find this place? I nearly missed it. You can't see it from the road. Mind you, that's probably a good thing. It looks a bit like that mansion from The Conjuring.
Helen. It's a project, all right. I'm just going to take it a room at a time, see what I can do with the place. Try not to be a cliché, you know, past it rock star seeking refuge in Suffolk hideaway. I'm going to get my studio built first, whatever happens. Scene 2, The Owl. Heidi. It's very nice of them to ask us here for dinner, Dave. I just don't understand why we have to stay the night. We only live at the bottom of the hill.
Dave. Yeah, but it's Otley Bottoms Manor House, isn't it? Haven't you always wondered what it's like up here? How the other half live? Hey, get a load of this bathroom. The bath has got feet, little legs on it, like some kind of border terrier.
Ah!
Dave. What is it now?
Heidi. It's an owl.
Dave. It's stuffed.
Heidi. Who would put that on a mantelpiece in a bedroom? It's so creepy, staring at us. I won't sleep.
Dave. Heidi, you think everything is creepy. Here, I'll turn it to face the wall. There, that's better. What you need, my dear, is a little baby sham to calm your nerves. I wonder if there's a minibar. Nope, not in here.
Heidi. It's not a hotel, it's just a dinner party. We're just supposed to be leaving our stuff in here. There's cocktails downstairs, she said.
Dave. Which one? The young pretty one or the pushy one?
Heidi. It's Abby and Veronica. Abby Marsh and Veronica White. I think Veronica said she's a writer or something.
Dave. Oh yes, cocktails in the conservatory. It's just like Cluedo. Mrs. White in the conservatory with the lead pipe.
Heidi. Dave!
Dave, look love, don't get so worked up. They're new to the village. They're just being neighbourly, trying to get to know people, embedding themselves in the community, you know. Makes a change from the stuck-up lot that were here before and means we can both have a few drinks. It's chucking it down out there. I wouldn't want to walk home in this. The weppers might get us.
Heidi. Oh, shush, you absolute fool. Scene 3, The Interference.
Bill. Helen, I was just about to call you.
Helen. Hey, did you get the track I sent over? What do you think? It's just a rough recording. I've only got my MacBook and a really basic setup until the studio's installed. But the acoustics work so well for singing in here whilst it's empty.
Bill. They're great. The song's great. There's just a bit of interference on the recording.
Helen. Oh, do you think it might be the mic? Or maybe I messed up the inputs?
Bill. No, I don't think so. Look, it's probably nothing major. It's just that there's the same thing on each of the audio tracks. A sort of high-pitched hum. I thought you might be trying out a new K-pop synth sound or something, but it's not.
Helen. No, it's definitely not. I'm not that desperate to be dragged into the 21st century.
Bill, any idea about the state of the electrics at your place?
Helen. Nothing serious came up on the survey, but the whole place is covered in this awful dark panelling, as you know. Maybe you should come and have a look before the builders get here, Bill. You know your stuff.
Bill. OK, I'll pop up at the weekend and take a look. See if I can work out what's going on.
Scene 4. The wardrobe.
Nick. Brenda? Are you decent?
Brenda. Of course I'm decent. We arrived fully clothed. And if you don't mind, I know it's an interconnecting door, but I'd rather you didn't use it.
Nick. You wouldn't have given 2 hoots back in the day.
Brenda. Nicholas Denton, as my late husband's best friend, God rest his soul, you should know better.
Nick. All right. Only pulling your leg. I thought I heard you calling me.
Brenda. Well, I wasn't. Let's have a nosy at your room then. What's in here? Put me in the picture.
Nick. Well, it's all right. Just a bedroom, really. An ugly old painting, some god-awful furniture that's probably been here as long as the house has, and some awful 1980s Laura Ashley wallpaper. You're not missing much.
Brenda. My old mum would have a few words to say about the dust, I can tell you.
Nick. Your mum?
Brenda. She used to work here when I was a child. She used to bring me sometimes when she did the cleaning. I suppose I had more sight then, but I can't remember much. Just the smell of the place, that hasn't changed.
Nick. Well, I never knew your mum worked here. I got called up here a couple of times when I was still on the force. Suspected burglaries, things going missing. The odd broken window, you know, never came to anything.
Brenda. What was that?
Nick. What was what?
Brenda. A noise in my room. It was coming from the wardrobe. Oh my God, what if it's rats?
Nick. Wouldn't surprise me with all these stuffed animals all over the place.
Brenda. Well, aren't you going to investigate?
Nick. Me? I'm retired. Why are you giving me your shoe?
Brenda. Just in case, I'll open the door and you stand by to whack it.
Nick. Well, satisfied. It's just an old wardrobe with a load of clothes in it. They look like costumes. Maybe they like fancy dress, these two. Come on, you can ask them yourself. Let's go down and see what this dinner is really all about. Would you like an arm?
Scene 5. The Discovery. Helen. Oh my goodness, are you all right? Please tell me there's no spiders.
Bill. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. It just came away in one piece. There seems to be some old wiring in here, and quite a lot of it.
Helen, do you think that's what's causing the interference?
Bill. Maybe.
Helen, what do you think it's for?
Bill. Not sure. Let's follow it along. There's a bit of an alcove here, some kind of cupboard. I think... Oh, interesting. There's a lot of technical equipment in here. Looks like cameras and stuff.
Helen. Cameras? Why would there be hidden cameras in a dilapidated old pile like this?
Bill. Your guess is as good as mine. They look about 30 or 40 years old. They've still got tapes in. Looks like there's kit to capture audio separately too. Quite high quality gear, I would think, for the era. It's all a bit dirty and corroded, but it might be possible to clean it up.
Helen. Ooh, now I'm intrigued. What if it's some sort of espionage equipment, or the house was used to blackmail people, or a spurned lover was spying on his ex?
Bill. Or it could just be a bog standard surveillance system to deter terribly dressed 1980s burglars. Do you want me to see if I can salvage anything? Might give you an idea of the house's history, inspire a song or two.
Helen. You kidding? It's the most exciting thing that's happened to me all year. Yes, see what you can do. Scene 6, the scarf. Prue. Ooh, how lovely, a 4-poster. It's like Dynasty. Do you mind if I use the bathroom first?
Sue. Go ahead, sis. Old habits die hard and all that. It's a bit musty, but surprisingly comfy, actually. Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play?
Prue. Oh, shut up. You should see this bathroom. Candlesticks, and they've put in proper face towels and everything. Thanks so much for being my +1, Sue. Won't be long, just putting some lip gloss on.
Sue. So who are these people again?
Prue. Well, Veronica is a client, and I think Abby is her, partner. Not sure what they do. Creative types, I think. People don't usually talk much when they're having their massage treatment, but from what I can make out, they've moved up from London, away from all the prying eyes.
Sue. To the cosmopolitan, open, accepting community of Otley Bottoms. Come off it, Prue.
Prue. Maybe this dinner party is part of that, being accepted by the village and everything. How do I look?
Sue. Fabulous. Is that dress, Chelsea girl? Well, it's free booze, good food and entertainment, even if we are stuck with a right old motley crew for a night. Fancying them inviting old Brenda from the shop. Do you want to borrow my crimpers? Your fringe looks a bit floppy. They're in my bag.
Prue. Thanks. Hope I don't fuse the place plugging them in. Sue, is this your scarf?
Sue. Yeah,
Prue. It's just that I saw one just like it hanging on that hat stand in the hallway as we came in.
Sue. Did you?
Prue. Sue, are you doing it again? You promised. I thought you'd done that therapy group after last time, to avoid a sentence or whatever. I can't believe it. This is my place of work. They are clients of mine. You can't take their stuff.
Sue. I'm sorry, Prue. Honestly, I'll put it back when we go downstairs. I just saw it and it looked nice and...
Prue, too right you'll put it back. And if you do this to me again, I swear it will be the last time. Scene 7, the recording. Veronica. Abby, could you come in here a minute? I need to test something.
Abby. Test what? Look, the caterer's just arrived and all the food for tonight, and I'm trying to find room in the fridge. The prawns will go off. Why are you up a ladder? I thought you were setting the table.
Veronica. Don't worry, all in hand. Right. Just stand there and talk normally. I need to test that it's recording okay.
Abby. That what's recording? Oh my God, Ronnie, you're not still going through with this, are you? Why are you messing about with a deer head?
Veronica. It's perfect. You pop the little lens thing in here, then the wire goes down his throat and... Actually, I've used different animals in each room and a portrait. And, in the back bedroom, there's this weird vase thing.
Abby. Oh my God, this isn't Scooby-Doo. It's supposed to be our home, our new start.
Veronica. I've only got the gear for the weekend. Kevin needs it back on Monday. 6 of them have said yes. They're even staying the night. We should be able to get some great footage for the pilot.
Abby. So now it's a pilot.
Veronica. All hit TV shows start with a pilot, Abby. It's going to be groundbreaking. We'll call it Inside the Village or Suffolk Life or something. A snapshot of rural life. Local landowners invite villagers for a spot of dinner. You do your Madame Arcati. We freak them all out with a séance and capture the whole thing on camera. It'll be the first reality TV show since American Life.
Abby. I'm not sure, Ronnie. I feel bad about deceiving everyone.
Veronica, you're an actress, darling. It's what you do. And you do it so well, you'll be amazing.
Abby, and after that, can we just stop for a while? Do up the house and concentrate on your screenwriting, like you said.
Veronica, promise. Now go and get your gear on. Leave the kitchen stuff to me. You'll You're going to look gorgeous. Scene 8, The Weppers. Prue. Well, that was lovely.
Dave, hear, hear. I do love a trifle. Nick, talking of sherry, would one of you lovely ladies pass the old vino down this end?
Sue. It's fascinating to hear about your interior design ideas for this place, Veronica. Brenda. If they are a little modern. Prue. Out with the old, in with the new. Veronica. It's the curse of the artist, or in my case, the writer, to be blessed with ideas and to try to bring them to fruition. But I'd love to know more about the house, you know, how it was back in the day.
Nick. It's Brenda you need to ask about that. Her mum used to work here.
Prue. Really? What was it like? Brenda. I can't remember much about it. I was only little. My mother was the housekeeper. She kept the place spotless. Veronica. I'm sure a house like this must have so many stories to tell. Do you know if it's haunted? Heidi. If it's all right with everyone, I'd rather not know. It's bad enough having to live in a haunted village. Veronica. Haunted village?
Nick. Not all this again. Old wives' tales.
Sue. More like old folks' tales, Nick. And not really a haunted village, Veronica. More the fields around Otley Bottom. Prue. Yes, when we were girls, we were warned about the Weppers. Some people call them the lantern men, ghostly figures. If you were out after dark, they were supposed to rise up out of the reeds and lure you to your death. Sue. Just our mum trying to keep us out of trouble, probably.
Dave. No, it's true. It's well known around here, but it's okay. You can whistle to distract them away from their deathly mission.
Heidi. What if they then go after the person whistling instead?
Dave. You have 2 whistlers, you see. Then the Wepper gets confused and no one gets lured anywhere.
Prue. I've never heard the whistling part. Sue. I'm confused.
Nick. Absolute balderdash. Never seen a ghostly figure around the bottoms in all my years on the beat.
Abby. More wine, anyone? Scene 9. Fragments. Helen. Any luck?
Bill. As I thought, the video has completely corroded. Nothing salvageable, I'm afraid. But the audio was in a separate device which seems to be more airtight. I've managed to find some adapters and get it playing through your speaker system.
Helen. What's on the recording?
Bill. It's fragments and I'm not sure what order they come in. I haven't listened to all of them yet, but I definitely think you're going to want to hear them.
Scene 10. Medium. Heidi. So what is it that you do for a living, Abby? Abby. Well, it's a little unusual. Heidi. So sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Veronica. No, don't apologise. We don't always share Abby's profession. Some people can be a little prejudiced.
Dave. Ooh, that sounds intriguing. Are you one of those ladies of the night?
Heidi. Dave! I'm afraid he's had a few too many. Veronica. Abby is a medium.
Dave. I used to be a medium. Now I'm more of an extra large.
Heidi. Shh. Prue. Do you mean a spiritual medium? I used to have a client who was a medium. She always booked a regular pedicure with a French polish, but whilst I was doing it, she would kind of look beyond me and smile, as if there was someone else in the room. Spooked me out. Heidi. I don't like the sound of that. Abby. There's really nothing to fear. The spirits are all around us. I was born with a gift to be able to see them and hear them. It feels only right to use it to help people. Brenda. So can you actually talk to people on the other side? Abby. Only if they want to talk to me. or talk through me. I don't get much of a say in it. Sue. What about the future? Can you tell fortunes? Abby. Not really, but sometimes the spirits have messages, advice that they need to pass on to help people make the right choices.
Nick. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Not one to be taken in by all this poppycock, if you excuse my French. Evidence, as they say, is evidence.
Veronica. Well, we do have a Ouija board that's come out on a few occasions. Would that be proof enough for you?
Dave. Super. Let's do it.
Abby. I'd be happy to, but only if everyone is in agreement. Brenda. Could you see if my hubby's there? Malcolm Green. He died in 81. He got gout and it went downhill from there. Abby. I can't guarantee anything, I'm afraid. Heidi. I really don't want to. Perhaps we should go up to bed and leave them to it.
Dave. I'm right here next to you, Heidi. We're in a room full of grown-ups, one of which is a retired policeman. What can happen?
Sue. Prue, what do you reckon? Prue. OK, I suppose it could be enlightening, if you're sure it's safe. Veronica. Abby does this professionally. She would never put anyone in harm's way. Would you, Abby? How exciting. Let's clear the table and set out the Ouija cards. Scene 11. Deeds. Helen. Hi, Bill. Can you talk?
Bill. Yeah, I've got a few minutes. What's up?
Helen. You know the recordings, the names they mentioned?
Bill. Veronica someone and Abby, was it?
Helen. Veronica White. Yes. I've just received a bunch of papers from the conveyancers. They've sent through all the old deeds. Apparently banks don't keep them anymore. Anyway, her name's on them. She bought the house in 1985.
Bill, so she used to own your house? Maybe she's the one that made the recordings.
Helen. Yes, but why? It doesn't make sense. Would you see if you can find anything more about her online? My internet is off again. Joys of living in the sticks. Scene 12. The Séance. Abby. We're all clear then. You must each keep a finger on the glass at all times and try not to let go. If for some reason you have to, please stay at the table and do not leave the room. Veronica. I'm going to turn the wall lights off, but this candle should give us enough light. Now, if Abby goes into a trance, it's okay. It's happened before. It just means she's receiving.
Dave. And if she starts talking gibberish, don't worry. She's just receiving the BBC World Service shipping forecast.
Veronica. Mr. Granger, if we are to do this, we need to at least take it seriously. Abby's safety is at stake. Heidi. I'm still not sure.
Nick. So we each place one finger on the glass. Should be easy to spot who's cheating. Watch it, you lot. I've got my beady eyes on you.
Brenda. Right, I'm ready. Malcolm, if you're there, don't be alarmed when you see my hair colour. Abby. I can't control who comes through. Let's all take a deep breath and try to open our minds. Sue. It's blowing a hoolie out there. Prue. Shh. Abby. Spirits, we open our minds. We open our hearts to your messages.
Dave. That's it. Off we go.
Heidi. Ooh.
Nick. Who is doing that?
Prue. Wow, it's moving quite fast. Is anyone keeping track of this?
Nick. I've got a pocket notebook. I'll write it down. Dave. Bloody spirit, slow down. What do you think this is? Vauxhall Stadium?
Sue. What's it saying?
Nick. Hoodin. Total balderdash.
Veronica. Hoodingeroo. It's spelled out Hoodingeroo. Does that mean anything to anyone? Brenda. Hoodingeroo? What nonsense.
Dave. Whoever it is, he's got a sense of humour. I like him.
Heidi. Oh, it's off again. Get your pen ready, Nick. Veronica. S-M-I-T-H. Sue. Smith! That's our surname, Prue's and mine.
Nick. It's also the most common surname in the country and the name of a band.
Abby. Do you have a message for Smith? Veronica. It's saying yes. Prue. Which one? Did it say which one?
Dave. S-C-A-R.
Sue. Shit.
Dave. F. Scarf.
Abby. Any idea what this means? Prue? Sue? Sue. No. Prue. Yes, I think so. It's a private family thing. Sue is very moved, aren't you, Sue? Sue. You cow. Prue. It wasn't me, I promise.
Dave. What's it saying now, Nick? Nick. It's moving so fast, I'm afraid I can't keep up.
Heidi. I swear I just felt something on the back of my neck. Brenda. It's very cold over this side of the room. Malcolm, is that you? Abby. Spirit, if you are here, make yourself known. Heidi. Who did that? Who knocked the glass over? Abby. It's all right, everyone. Just join hands. There's someone here. Veronica. It's okay, everyone. This is perfectly normal. Brenda. Would someone mind telling me what's going on?
Nick. It's all right, love. I've got your hand.
Prue. Who blew out the candle? Scene 13. The disappearances. Helen. Hi, Bill. Hang on a sec. Just let me plug my phone in. It's about to lose charge.
Bill. Are you okay? Are the builders there?
Helen. I'm fine. No, they haven't been here all week. There's some kind of issue with the drains. They've had to stop work until the council can inspect. Thank God we did the studio first. I'm in here now.
Bill. I'm not really sure how to tell you this.
Helen. Tell me what?
Bill. I've looked into it. 1985. The owners of the house. The villagers.
Helen. And?
Bill. There's no trace of any of them.
Helen. What do you mean no trace? I found Veronica's name on the deeds.
Bill. They all existed. Veronica White, Abby Marsh. Abby was in a few films in the early 80s. Veronica has a couple of dodgy credits as a TV exec. But I couldn't find any mention of them after 85. They completely disappeared.
Helen. What?
Bill. And so did the dinner guests, the villagers, all 6 of them. I found an online archive of the East Anglian Daily Times. It was a local mystery. The Smith sisters, the Grangers, Nick Denton, Brenda Green, all missing. They were missing persons cases, investigations, and then it all went dead. There's even a cold case Facebook group from around 2009 who tried to look into it. Theories about alien abductions, mass murders, sinkholes, but nothing. Helen?
Helen. Sorry, Bill, I missed that last part. I can hear something in the house. I think the builders are back. One sec.
Bill? Helen? Helen?